Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for my first video at home. This is my daughter's room. I'm going to be putting together a variety of different videos. So you can do, if you want to just focus on core or legs, cardio, stretching, there's going to be all different short videos for you to play with depending on how much time you have. Or what's best for your body if you have different things you're working with. I know some people have knee things, back things. So do what's right for you. Again, this is a little bit of a general idea. I'm going to offer different options for you so that you can explore what's best. The goal for me is to try to be as minimalist as possible, which is pretty easy for me. If you work with me, you'll know I'm a minimalist. So let's go ahead. This first video is going to be focusing on the legs, on your squat position, on your split lunges. We'll do some lateral movements, some lateral lunges, and then we'll also do some balancing. And so the legs should feel really good. We're going to be moving at a nice kind of even pace, not necessarily slow, but we're going to move so that we are doing everything right and checking all of our points. And this is a good way to warm up the body. So you can start here if this is where you're at. So we'll start with the squat. You want to have your feet just a little bit wider than your hips. Your toes slightly turning out, just slightly. And we'll take our hands on our hips, start to sit our hips back, all right? Like you're trying to push a door shut. Check your knees. Make sure your knees are right over your heels, pointing right over the center of your toes. And now press down through your heel, really ground through the heel, and then reach out through the outer edge of the foot, out through the pinky edge of the foot, and then down through the big toe. Right now we're going to reach the tail down and lift our pubic bone up towards our navel and pull the navel back towards the spine. Right, chest is lifted. This is going to turn on the core. This is going to start to strengthen the back, really making the squat a full body workout. We'll take an inhale, exhale, press to the heels and stand, squeeze your glutes and engage your abs. We'll do 20 of these, so finding that nice squat, hips back and down, again, pressing to the heels. Again, keep that nice even pressure down through your feet, down through your big toe mound, down through your pinky toe mound. We'll do this for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Step your feet in so they're about hips width apart. Make sure your feet are parallel to one another. Hands on your hips. You're standing up nice and tall. Slide your right foot back like you're on a train track. You want to be right on the ball of your foot. So lift that back heel up. Really activate your back foot with your hands on your hips. Turn your hips forward. Squeeze those hips in. And now we're going to bend your back knee down towards the floor. And then straighten that leg. Pull that knee firm in your quad. Right, bend the knee and lift. You're going to feel a nice stretch through the front of the hip. Again, taking this first round nice and slow. All right. Let's do 5 more on this side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Step it up. Step the second side back. All right, we want to make sure we're on 2 separate tracks, not on a tightrope. Hands on your hip. Lift the heel. Get right on the ball of the foot. Focus on bending that knee down and up. Down and up. Focusing on just that back leg, keeping that left hip pulling in. All right, we'll do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it back up. Lateral lunge, feet wide. Toes slightly turning out. We'll start with the first one, so get a good stretch here, a nice dynamic stretch. Pressing down through that outside foot as you bend your knee, hips back, core tight. Really pull the belly in tight. Reach your arms forward. All right, then push through your feet. Whole foot, heel to ball of the foot presses down, hips back, long spine. And then we'll go side to side here. Really thinking of nice staying nice and grounded in your feet. All right, whole foot pressing down. Nice. Just breathe. Make sure you're not holding your breath. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Relax your arms down and bring your feet back together. Back to feet hip width apart. We're going to practice some balance here. So if you need a wall or a chair or something to hold on to, you can do that, or you can go without the chair. Hands can start here on the hips. Just lift that right leg up. Try to balance here. And then take your right hand to the front of your thigh. I want you to create some pressure into the legs by pushing down into the knee. As the knee pulls up to the hand. We want to get that knee level with the hips. Ooh. You might get a little wiggly here. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to extend the leg back. Hands on your hips, coming into a warrior 3 position. We want to have the hips and shoulders square to the floor. Try not to let your shoulders drop lower than your hips. You want to get those shoulders a little higher. Try to straighten that leg as you extend it back. See if you can hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand straight up. All right, the balancing can be pretty challenging here, right? We're going to go ahead and lift the left leg up. Stand up nice and tall. Try to press down through that standing leg. Hand comes to the front of the thigh. You're pushing down. That leg resists as it pulls up. You lock your core in tight. Right, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Extend it back. Hold it. Hands can be on the hips. You feel both hips squaring towards the floor. Flex your ankle and spread your toes, holding it here for 5, 4. Keep your belly tight. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. All right, back to our squats. Feet a little wider than hips width apart. Toes slightly turning out. Press down through the heels. We're just going to move right through 20 of them. So hips move back and down. You squeeze as you come up. Hold those ribs, those hips right underneath the ribs. Squeeze your glutes. Nice work. Shoulders relax. Chest lifted. Core tight for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Walk those feet in. Hands on your hips. Split lunge. Right foot back. Bend that knee down and up. Just work within that range of movement that's best for you. All right, it's okay if you feel a little wiggly or you got to take it a little bit slower. All right, let's like the last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it forward. Step the second foot back. Square the hips. Really think of squeezing your inner thighs. Nice. Evenly pressing down through that front foot. Nice. So we'll do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it forward. All right, lateral lunge. Step your feet wide. Moving right into the next. We're going to bend that right knee. Reach your arms forward. So 1, 2. Press to those feet. Nice and even. Hips back. Core tight. Think of pulling those ribs in. Belly button back to the spine. Low belly pulls in tight. Nice. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Heel to those feet back in. Balance. Right, starting with that right knee high. Press your hands down at thigh. Relax the shoulders. Lift up through that chest, right? This really gets you to activate where that core, what is pulling in here, right? And for those of you who work with me, you know, I like to do a lot of dead bugs. So imagine this as dead bug standing up, right? That effort of pushing, locking the core tight. We'll hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to hips. Extend that leg back. Square your hips and shoulders to the floor. Flex your ankles. Spread your toes. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it down. Second side. Ground through that right foot. Lift the left knee. Press down. Pull up. Lock the core tight. All right. Feel that little shake in the leg. That's a good thing. We're creating a lot of stability in those joints, in the ankles and in the knees. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it back. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Ooh, one more round. You got it. Step your feet wide. Find those squats. Hips back and down. Let those toes slightly come out. If you feel like you need a little room, wiggle those feet a little wider. All right. You remember to squeeze your glutes. Lock your core. Keep your chest up. Now this third round, you get that bigger range. We're trying to get those hips down to about the same level as the knees. Right? As long as that's healthy for your knees. Maybe you don't go as low. Right? Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Walk your feet in, hands on your hips. Step your right foot back for your split lunge. Right on the ball of foot. Square those hips forward. If you got to hold on to something, you can. All right, we're going to lift and lower. Squeeze that right glute for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it forward and step it back. Square those hips and shoulders. Lower. Woo. Nice. It's good to get that breath going. Let that body heat rise. Nice. For 3, 2, 1. Step it forward. Ready for your balance? Find your feet. Little bend in the knees. Lift that right knee up. Create that pressure. Lock the core. Lift the chest. Hold it here. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend your leg back. Lift your chest. Reach that leg back nice and long. Square your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Second side. Lift that left knee. Press down. Lift up through the chest. So you feel that rooting down through the legs, but then there's a lift up through the crown of the head. Lifting up through that leg. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg back. Again, hands can come to your hips. Lift your chest. Breathe. Stay with that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step that foot down. All right, nice work. Those are the legs. All right, I'm going to be creating a core focused video, an upper body video, and again, some stretching to help you complete a full workout and fit that into your day. Thank you for your time. I wish I could be with you in person. And I know we all can't wait till this is over. Thank you so much.